That. Oh yes, we are back and we are live. King Fight News, October 17th. Deontay Wilder continues to call out Anthony Joshua for the mega fight that needs that. This is the one fight that needs to happen in 2018 for the heavyweight division. There is no debate. There is no debate. This is the one fight that needs to happen. If this does not happen in 2018, it's a crime. It's a crime. Well, Eddie Hearn, what are you doing? You want to pull this UK versus USA takeover. You want to bring your company into the States, yet you do not want to match your great heavyweight fighter against America's great heavyweight fighter in a clash of titans. This fight has enormous potential. You could do it in Wembley. You could do it in Las Vegas. You could do it anywhere, and it's gonna bring in millions and millions of dollars. Eddie Hearn needs to realize this is the mega fight that needs to happen, and he needs to embrace that. Deontay Wilder is embracing it right now, and Anthony Joshua is the one that's looking the worse for wear. He's looking like the one that is not ready to step into the squared circle against Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. And that's just the truth. That's all based on what Anthony Joshua's been saying, where he basically said, you know what? I'm not ready for this fight. I may not be ready next year, and we're not rushing into anything. That's what he had to say about the fight, man. Like, that's pretty fucking black and white, if you ask me. So let's see what Deontay Wilder had to say. He is saying that he is the most feared man in boxing. And if you look at how many guys have popped against him, and I mean failing a drug test, it's gotten to the point where it's a handful, literally. It's a handful of fighters that have popped against him. The most recent one to fail a drug test is Luis Ortiz. And now suddenly Luis Ortiz is not Anthony Joshua's mandatory anymore. What a fucking surprise. What a fucking surprise. And not to say Eddie Hearn has anything to do with that. That's more of the WBA protecting Anthony Joshua, plain and simple. That's what that is. That's the WBA protecting Anthony Joshua, because the WBA didn't have to do that. They could have said, you know what? The dude fucked up. He's still the mandatory. Or they could have given him an eliminator fight. They could have given Luis Ortiz an eliminator fight on that same day or in the coming months to fight over the mandatory spot. They could have done that too, because there's no reason why Luis Ortiz should lose his spot in the WBA rankings. There's no reason. He failed the fucking drug test based on his blood pressure medication, okay? Whatever, we'll give it to him. This has nothing to do with the WBC. The WBC's clean boxing program has zero to do with the WBA's mandatory rankings. It should have zero. I don't know. I think Luis Ortiz should file an appeal on this because it's bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. Unless the WBA and WBC somehow merge into one fucking sanctioning body, it's bullshit. My opinion. Unless they have some policy on third-party drug testing failures. If they have a written policy on that, okay, fine. But if they don't, then it's their own fucking bullshit. And Eddie Hearn may or may not be connected to that. Okay, plain and simple. Anthony Joshua is the real deal as a heavyweight. We saw him beat Vladimir Klitschko in a 5-star classic match that can't be duplicated or replicated. It was an awesome heavyweight fight that put heavyweight boxing back on the map. But that does not mean we're going to protect... Oh my God. That does not mean we're going to protect Anthony Joshua from the toughest competitors out there, and the toughest one has been calling him out for years. That's Deontay Wilder. let's come together and make this fight happen, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Damn. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. All right. I think that's it for now. E-King Fight News. Subscribe. Get this whole the fuck out of here. Get this whole the fuck out of here. All right, man. All right. My dogs will say goodbye to you. E-King Fight News.